Hi, and welcome to the Fuel Pointe podcast. We are your hosts, Michelle Meltzer
and Carolyn Pilcher.
So, why did we start Fuel Pointe? How did it begin?
So, one day I was taking Pilates with one of my clients, and I was taking from this teacher that was Michelle. And I had never met this girl before. I knew she had a dance background, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. This is a cool Pilates class. And then I decided to start taking Pilates more seriously and started buying training sessions with Michelle. And from there, we realized we had a ton in common.
Yeah, very evident the first time we trained together.
Yeah. And then Michelle came to me one day with this idea, and this idea became Fuel Pointe.
Yeah. What we have grown to think of this program is how can we reach dancers and help them and guide them and educate them in nutrition and in exercise choice and cross-training, helping to get the most valuable information directly to the dancers themselves.
Yeah, I think we both saw in the dance world that there was just this huge missing link between what your body needs to do to be healthy and what a dancer thinks they need to look like. And there's that weird bridge and weird gap in between what that is. And can you have one and the other? Like, can those things meet in the middle and actually work harmoniously together? When I feel like most dancers don't think that they can. Or they think they are healthy and they're not, or
it feels like a larger gap in between those two than it actually is.
Totally.
So it's our mission to help dancers find that happy balance, which we do want to tell you right away is going to be different for everyone.
Yeah, totally.
There is no best diet. There is no best exercise choice for a person. Mm-hmm. You're going to need a variety of different things, and it's going to have to be customized to you.
And you're going to fumble along the way, and that's okay. Like, it's going to be okay to get frustrated at yourself and to make mistakes and to fall off the wagon and to get back on and to try something new. And that's what we're here to help you with. We're here to guide you with that fumble.
And support you. And the healthier we can bring you to will be our goal.
Yeah, absolutely. We're really excited about everything that we're going to be offering you guys this season. We have a couple of really awesome guests already recorded, and we're going to be recording so much more content over the next couple months to get you guys through the whole year of Fuel Pointe.
Mm-hmm. And we're excited for the different types of backgrounds that all of these guests will be having. So not only are you going to get one perspective from the two of us, dancers and fitness professionals, but we're also going to bring you sports nutritionists and teachers and current dancers and
dancers,
former dancers,
all sorts of different fields.
Yeah, dancers
ballet,
of genres,
modern, Broadway, like everything. We're going to try to provide as much as we can for you guys. And even with Michelle and I being a team, we come from such different backgrounds too. For example, I am a personal trainer. In college, I studied exercise science and dance performance. I was always a more modern-based dancer. I really got into dance when I was in high school. I had a really cool dance teacher that we're hoping to talk to later on in the season too, and he really inspired me to pursue dance in college. Otherwise, I never would have thought I was going to pursue dance in college. And yeah, and my background is so much different from Michelle's background.
Yeah, and I came from dancing pretty much since I was really little. I really started taking it seriously when I was about 8, which is a normal time for most people pursuing it professionally, which I will say is super young to think like, oh yeah, I think I want to do this for a living when I'm 8, and you stick with it. But I went to Indiana University and was in the ballet department there. and then I danced at Nevada Ballet Theater for 4 seasons. I'm now currently freelancing in Chicago, so I made a career change this year, which has been very, very educational, alongside of teaching Pilates and gyrotonic.
Yeah. So as you can see, even our backgrounds are so different from each other.
Yeah.
But we have both found ways to, be healthier and continue our dance career. And actually, the more we learned about health and nutrition and regeneration and movement, the more we excelled in the dance field and the stronger we became.
Absolutely. I had no idea about anything when I was graduating from high school, health related or recovery or cross training. And then finding these helpful tips along the way really saved me. It recovered me from injury. It helped build my nutrition, so I was much stronger. I was noticing a difference in my stamina, all while still maintaining my aesthetic.
Oh my God. I remember in college when I was under eating all the time without even realizing it and just eating crap food.
Yeah.
Like I was eating at the dining centers, I was getting late night pizza, I was drinking too much, doing what all college kids do. Mm-hmm. And I just remember always being sore after like that first week of auditions when you're like auditioning for pieces for the concert and like you have your first week back from summer or like winter vacation, and I was just so sore all the time. And I don't think I've experienced soreness like that since.
Even though you've been doing things that have pushed your stamina far beyond what you used to do. I mean, Carolyn is also a triathlete. One of her side passions.
One of my side hustles. I really got into, I was always an endurance athlete, and I really got into triathlons after college as just like a way to continue fitness. One of my clients got me into it, which is how I get into most things. My clients want to do something, and I'm like, sure, that sounds like a great idea. I'm going to do that too. But yeah, Michelle and I are both very passionate about helping people. I think that's our uniting force.
Absolutely. I think one of my main things I brought up to you the first time we talked was how, and I'm sure many of you, depending on whatever style of dance you've done, but you've either heard of or experienced the weight talk. Mm-hmm. And that is something that when I received a talking to about my weight, I was in college, and I was so lost and didn't have any information, and the information I was given wasn't correct. And it's really been a passion of mine to help change that and to help dancers not feel so alone and lost and, okay, so I either have to lose weight or gain weight and I don't know how, and I'm just going to do it this way because I heard somebody else tell me to do it this way. We're here to provide a platform to help you and guide you through those situations.
Absolutely. That's such an important aspect of Fuel Pointe. Mm-hmm. That's the heart and soul behind it.
Yeah. We want you to be safe and healthy and good to your bodies while understanding that there is an aesthetic and a leanness that you have to have as a dancer, but you can be lean and strong, and we really want to emphasize that for you.
Absolutely. And you'll hear more about us and our stories along the way. I'm actually really excited because this year I'm starting a whole new experience in aerial dance. So I haven't even started that yet, but it's going to be a completely new experience for me. So I'm sure you guys are going to be hearing that along the way.
Yeah.
We also want to give a big shout out to Jeremy Blaine.
Yes. This was my Pilates coordinator. When
and my client.
Yeah. Who actually really brought us together because he told both of us on separate occasions many months before and kept mentioning it over and over again of how we needed to meet because there would be times where I would be training a mutual client of Carolyn's and they would say, oh my gosh, Carolyn's been working on the same thing with me. And I was like, really? I have to meet her.
I gotta meet this girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so Jeremy's expecting a big cash paycheck from this endeavor, and we keep telling him that 10% of zero is
still zero.
Is still zero. So, hey, Jeremy, I hope you're doing well out in California.
Yeah.
And thanks for being one of the sparks that helped us start this. And also thank you to all of our teachers, all of the people that have influenced us along the way. And a big shout out to our partners in crime, our boyfriends, for being so supportive of us doing this project as well. Mm-hmm. So make sure you guys also listen to our first podcast we're releasing.
It is going to be with the wonderful Paige Fraser. She is a dancer with Visceral Dance Chicago and is also the entrepreneur dancer who created her own foundation called the Paige Fraser Foundation.
So learn more about that in our first podcast, and it is released already.
Thank you for listening to this week's Fuel Pointe podcast. I'm Michelle Meltzer.
And I'm Carolyn Pilcher. Make sure you're following us on all our social medias at Fuel Pointe. We're on Instagram, Facebook. You can email us at fuelpointe@gmail.com.
We will have a new blog post next week on fuelpointe.com, and we'll meet you here wherever you listen to your podcast in 2 weeks.